Thank you for joining us for this special look back at 2021 to the stories that inspired us and brought us hope. I'm Naiba Reynoso. A landmark building that meant hope to some and oppression to others will see a new chapter. The long-shuttered Women's and Children's Hospital was demolished earlier this year to make way for a new healthy village serving the county's most vulnerable.
We are about to demolish it, and we are here to pay honor to it, to celebrate it, but also to reflect on some of the things that have happened in the past that aren't so good.
This is a state-of-the-art facility that trained many, many people over the years. It's the site of the only osteopathic hospital and medical school to take care of the Angelinos at the time of the Spanish flu pandemic. It's the site of the greatest teaching institution in the country for osteopathic students and physicians. Many great things occurred at this facility, but like many institutions, a dark, shameful chapter also occurred, and is the reason for the ceremony today.
On behalf of LEC USC Medical Center, I want to formally acknowledge and issue an apology to this community and to the women who delivered babies here at Women's and Children's Hospital. I want you to know that as CEO, my job is to make sure that this will never happen again.
In order to properly prepare for its demolition, we must recognize and cleanse the atrocious history of this institution when it came to the forced sterilization of women.
My godmother was a victim, and that made it very real. Understanding that my godmother was a victim, and it helps me understand her more. She was always sad. I know that traumatized her a lot. I know that she wanted to have a daughter, but she wasn't able to.
We're embracing it as something we need to learn from. And so being able to invite our Tongva to be able to bless the land, being able to invite our Danzantes Chichimeca to be able to cleanse this land and to be able to bless it also into its future being is important for us, so that we can transform the energy of the space and welcome what's coming into these buildings.
Es un trauma muy grande que enferma el alma, enferma el cuerpo, enferma la mente, enferma la familia y la comunidad. Y necesitamos mucha sanación.
We have a beautiful place, but we don't always do beautiful things at beautiful places. So we want that acknowledgement that that's what we're requesting from this land, to be on everyone's heart that comes here, to do the best.
Healing is a really important aspect of our community, and it's an important aspect of Latino culture. We do know we want a whole person approach. We do know recuperative care is coming. We know that a restorative village is coming. We know that when people come out of the hospital, sometimes they need a little more time to heal.
The vision for our campus is something that is more holistic than we're used to. Our campus typically has been a hospital, clinics, emergency departments, and we've recognized that that's not sufficient to keep people healthy, to keep our community healthy. We need to deal with the really hard problems: housing, food insecurities, domestic violence. And so this campus will transform into a restorative care village.
Our supervisor, Solis, coined the phrase healthy village, and it's a wonderful way to describe what's coming.
This quilt, you know, we understand will be part of whatever new building comes to in this space, and it is representative of our community and its stories and its history and the generations that were affected by what has happened here, both in families who were healed and those who were not, as a symbol to remind us to never forget that past, as you said, so that it will not bind us, but that it will release us into a higher level of responsibility.
A unique program in the Antelope Valley pairs professional mentors with youth involved in the child welfare system. From kindergarten to 12th grade, these coaches are there at every turn with a helping hand. Meet one of those children, Asher, and see the touching bond he's formed with his mentor, Joaquin.
My son, he was a little bit behind with school, Asher, and with the help of the teachers and also with his mentor, he was able to finish off this last school year with straight A's. It was such tremendous growth, and the mentorship was partly to help with that.
I was proud to launch a Friends of the Children pilot program in the Antelope Valley.
We hire full-time salaried professionals who work one-on-one with children 4 hours a week, 2 hours in the classroom, 2 hours in the home, for 12 plus years.
With this innovative, life-changing program, children are matched with a full-time professional mentor who will walk alongside them through elementary school all the way through high school graduation.
I really like being a mentor. This work is so intentional because we are paid professional mentors. Friends of the Children is a national organization, so here in the Antelope Valley chapter, we are funded by Department of Mental Health, LA County, and this program is completely free for the families.
Through a $2.1 million grant with the Department of Mental Health, we made an investment in the Antelope Valley and the futures of our local children.
Friends of the Children Los Angeles has a very intentional model where we build out goals for the year that we work on with the child as well as the parents.
Their best friend. They look forward to seeing him every single week. They're always like, Mom, how many more days until I see Joaquin?
Yeah, I like to hang out with Joaquin because we play games and play on the slides together and make sandcastles together at the beach. I think Joaquin is nice.
One of the biggest things that we've been working on has been his schoolwork, in particular his reading, spelling. So he's definitely been improving.
All the youth must live in the Antelope Valley, so that includes Lancaster, Palmdale, all the way to Little Rock, Llano area. The other requirement is the age requirement. So the youth must be between the ages of 4 and 6 years old.
Socially, they're opening doors for the kids to meet other children that have possibly gone through the same situations and that are in the same spots.
Let's see.
Well, I tried it down slides, did not break.
It didn't break? Did it just zoom by? Zoom.
Yeah, it just dropped on
yeah?
sand and got sand.
It found the sand?
The beauty of the Friends of the Children model is that we are highly data-driven. Well, we've been here in Los Angeles now for 4 years since we first launched. And so far, we're seeing some amazing numbers in terms of how youth and families have been strengthened by the support of a full-time professional mentor. 91 to 95% of all of our children have seen success in the area of making plans and skills for the future, their pro-social development, as well as school success.
This program breaks cycles and gives youth a fresh start.
You never know how much impact, how much positivity you can bring to a child's life. Every child needs to be heard, every child needs to be loved, and if there's one consistent person there all the time, I feel like that's, you know, the best we can do and the best we can offer.
An estimated 4,000 veterans are currently experiencing homelessness in LA County. But thanks to a dedicated outreach team led by the Department of Mental Health, they're getting connected to shelter and the vital services they need to survive.
Veteran Services, hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Alejandro Vasquez. I'm a psychiatric social worker with LA County Department of Mental Health. A specific program for veterans is referred to as VPAN, Veteran Peer Access Network. So the type of services that we do here, we link veterans with, we link them to housing opportunities, educational opportunities, employment opportunities, legal services they might need, or any other, building the gap between services. So we work with, we collaborate with the VA, with the community and the private sector as well, and nonprofit organizations to link them with resources. So we try to build that gap. Sometimes the veterans don't know what services to reach or what other avenues to go about. So we kind of do the warm handoff, making sure that they follow with their appointments, and then speak with their providers as well and work with them. Today we're out here with one of the veterans who is currently right now at transitional housing. So we're out here trying to provide some services to him, just following up with him, bringing him some hygiene kits, some clothing for him as well. So yeah.
VPAN's helped me with a lot of stuff, mental health, VSO, that they're helping me do my service-related claim. And they put me in touch with military resources, and they've helped me out with food, gift cards, like that. It's kind of nice because the organization has everything in one place. They give me opportunities every week. They check on me every week. And I'm just waiting for housing right now, my home place. I ended up homeless about a year ago, and I lived in my truck, parked in different places like Walmart, you know, and had to move around, parking rides. It's not the greatest effect because I have issues with my knees and stuff like that. And I have a truck I have to crawl into to the back. I have a blow-up mattress. You wonder where you get your food every day. You wonder if it's going to be cold, hot. I was in the U.S. Army. I was active duty for 3 years. I was in the National Guard for 4 years, and then I was in Army Reserve for another 4 years.
Some of the kits that we have are, they're hygiene kits. We have blankets, winter clothing, whether it's sweats, sweaters, non-perishable foods, as well as some of our contact information. So the kit comes where, you know, a lot of times when you build rapport, you know, that helps us, you know, connect with the community.
Well, I'll be surprised that you folks spend all your time going out and checking on the veterans and stuff like that. It's needed and it's well appreciated, and it's the right time of the year to be passing out blankets and jackets. And I want to thank you for everybody that's out here and stuff like that, the veterans and the ones can't speak for themselves right now. May y'all rest in peace. Thank you for doing the country a service that we just can't thank you for.
Here you go, ma'am. Thank you. Here's a blanket. And there's some food and water in there. And I believe there might be some hygiene kits in that one too.
Thank you very much. We do come across, you know, those individuals that are not veterans, so we do still outreach to them. We still provide the support. The young lady that you saw me with, we were submitting referrals for her to get into some type of shelter.
VPAN put me in temporary housing. It was like 3 days after I called them. He sent me a photograph of the room, said, "Is this okay?" I said, "Anything's okay other than my truck."
Tryouts to become a county lifeguard took a refreshing turn this year as the Department of Parks and Recreation made strides to improve diversity among its water rescuers.
Today we have a Lifeguard Ready training program session where we have youth from the community participating in learning how to build their skills for swimming, because we are recruiting for future lifeguards for County of Los Angeles Parks and Recreation Department. We are very committed to hiring locally from within the community and offering the resources to diversify our lifeguard staff. So this program is about building the skills, providing the support, including all of the equipment that youth need in order to be successul to pass the exam, the swimming exam, that will then, open the door for youth to apply for a job to become a future LA County lifeguard.
I'm used to being in the water since I was 4. So to me, doing this program, it's fun because I get to see new peoples and to get to know about them. I'm learning different steps, different rules, how to do a strike jump, or how to save people's lives.
It's very important to have representation at our facilities. Just like any other job, when you see someone of your own skin color, your own demographic, it gets you excited and it gives you the push and the to want to do that and grow up. This program is giving them the opportunity to get their feet wet before actually trying our academy.
We're opening up those pathways, that we're creating opportunity. We're making these jobs available to our local youth, our youth in local Black-brown communities that don't always traditionally have access or have the resources to be able to gain employment in these fields.
Thanks for joining us for this special episode. We wish you the joys of the season and a happy new year. We'll see you next time on LA County Close Up.